Now, Cairbre, we're here to launch of the Munster Hurling League. Cairbre, can you tell me what's the importance of this competition for Limerick each year?
It's a competition that we've been taking part in every year, and for us it's primarily we use it as part of our pre-season preparation, and it's a great opportunity for us to get a look at new lads in particular that have joined the group.
You're obviously the strength and conditioning coach, a busy time of year for yourself. Tell me, what sort of condition did the players come back in? I suppose maybe the modern day players, they really look after themselves now, but what sort of condition did they come back in a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, they do look after themselves. Like, they're just, I suppose they're athletes all year round, and the modern day GAA intercounty player now. It's important for us that they get the balance right as well, that they get a chance to switch off and kind of like take it a bit easier than when we were kind of switched on for the intercounty season. And I think it's something that's kind of ingrained in them now, that they do a bit without going over the top, so that when we come back playing with us, that they're fresh and have bundles of energy to get going again.
And can you tell me what does the first couple of weeks of pre-season training look like? Maybe supporters would like to know what goes on nowadays. It is far from running laps of the pitch like maybe going back 20, 30 years ago, but what's it look like nowadays?
So this side of the new year, it's just really laying the foundation for like the real hard work that's to come in January. So it's just about getting back in the gym, seeing like where lads are at in terms of knocks they might have picked up over the season and the club season as well, and getting a bit of testing done, just so that we can then plan for each player individually for when we really go back at training in January.
Obviously some new faces come in every year. You know, how do you deal with those guys? Do you need to give them an extra little bit of extra bit of focus just to see where they're at as well?
Yeah, certainly. So this year we have 12 new lads that are coming up into the training panel for the next couple of months. So it's a big enough group that of lads that we're feeding from the academy. So for me, it's keeping them together for the first couple of weeks, even ahead of the rest of the group, just to integrate them into the training kind of programs and the process. And now this year we have obviously Joe Connors back in as a high performance manager. So myself and Joe have been kind of keeping a close eye on these boys and keeping the communications kind of very strong with the past couple of weeks, just to make them at ease and comfortable as the whole group then kind of comes back together.
There's obviously been a bit of a narrative that Limerick have tried to peak later in the year as it's gone on. Is that something that maybe, do you laugh at that, or is that something that's true? Is it kind of tailored towards the end of the league, start of the championship, or how do you look at it?
It's not really something that comes into our process around planning the season and our training loads and that there. I suppose we obviously, especially from my point of view, in the pre-season, January, February is an opportunity for us to get a lot of hard work done, and then we just take each part of the season as it comes, and then when it comes to April, obviously we want to be fresh and hitting the ground running for a championship. So I think the way the season falls and how the results go retrospectively, people kind of create that narrative about they must have been looking to pick a bit later or earlier, but for us we just kind of take each stage as it comes.
Cairbre, you've worked with a lot of elite players within different sports over the years. Where do these Limerick hurlers rank with what you've worked with before?
Look, I think they're, like, as everyone knows these days, that they're like a very special bunch of players. I think from what I see, I suppose coming in a couple of years ago, what was amazing to me is like just the ferocious appetite they have for hard work, and especially with the success that they've had like over the past number of years, it just hasn't dulled that appetite to get back at it again. And like, they're just so focused on the process and what's put in front of them by like Paul or myself from a physical point of view, and they just how they lap it up and just like come back looking for more every year and every week is amazing to me. And I think that's what sets them apart in one